Tonight on The Hot House, Pete's pet names for his co-workers.
I come up with Shrek for James because he's big bottom chin.
The truth about our contestants' taste.
It reminds me of Undercoat. I still haven't told them that.
And what's it like for the only Muslim on site?
The only press Muslims seem to get are the extremists that are blowing themselves up.
Well, we've hit the halfway mark of the Hot House competition. At the start of the game, we had 14 couples and just a patch of dirt. Now we're down to 7 couples and we've got a house that's full of hard work and love. But only one couple gets to walk away with the $2 million prize, and that choice is in your hands. So whether you love them or you hate them, watch them very closely.
It's early morning and it seems someone's got out of bed on the wrong side.
If I keep getting woken up at this godforsaken time of the morning, that is the one thing that's going to set me right off, and you'll probably see a battle here, mate, worse than Helm's Deep, mate.
I just laugh at him because he's grumpy bum in the morning, and it makes him worse when I laugh at him.
What's really making it worse is that we've got no bread, and we've got no coffee, we've got no beer, and we've got no milk, so I have to have crushed wheat bix with water. So that makes it 10 times worse, man. We try to eat wheat bix with water, mate.
All the couples are given the same weekly food allowance, but some manage to stretch it further than others.
Here, Jane.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. That's great, love. What do you call it?
Eggs.
It's day 40 on the Hot House, and the painting of rooms is well underway.
Wait for this to dry.
Wait for the next one to dry?
Yeah.
Ben and Kat are one of 3 couples up for elimination this week, and they're having a difficult time. Last month, they were engaged on the Hot House, and this week, the unthinkable happened. Ben lost the engagement ring.
It was one of those things I knew was going to, and you can see the things leading up to it happening and you just don't do anything about it.
It doesn't matter. A ring is a ring. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be together forever. It's just a material possession. So we'll get another one and go ahead as planned.
And Kat's engagement message to Ben falls victim to the Hot House progress.
Paint it over. It was funny though, because Heather was just like, no, you can never paint over that. That's going to be there forever. And then Nat came along with the big roller thing and was like, all right, say goodbye.
But that doesn't stop Kat dreaming of the future.
So I just think it'd be fabulous, like a young couple come in, for example, get married and then bring babies into the house. It'd just be a beautiful place to raise kids.
Nearby in the media room, Pete's plans for black walls, black ceiling and black carpet have come unstuck.
Tina just got up one morning and said, I don't know about the black carpet, and then the mouth went in action, and then I said, all right, well, we don't want it, and she wasn't happy with it, and we argued a bit about it yesterday, which partners do sometimes.
Tina, can I speak to you for a sec, please?
James doesn't know about Pete and Tina's colour debate. He's hoping to convince Tina to use the same carpet as he and Nat have in the study, so the house will look more uniform.
Would you be willing to use it in the media room?
Oh, no way.
Why not?
He's going my way, okay? And he's going to have tiles, right, with a really big black rug, okay?
Take it back anyway, it'd be funny.
No, don't.
Yeah, take it back anyway. No. Yes, take it. Take it.
Watch this.
Take it back to him.
Instead of having tiles in here, we have this carpet instead. Don't like it?
No way. What? You wanted paper? You said you wanted tiles in your tent. What's...
It's okay. I'm just having you on. Let's see what your response is.
Too early, man. Get out of here.
Did you want the tiles in here? No, he's okay.
What?
But there is good news for Pete. He's about to get an unlikely ally in Jean-Pierre, our interior design guru from Melbourne.
I've got an influence from one of the greatest rock and roll bands in the world, right? Kiss. Okay.
I like Kiss too.
Yeah, okay. So that's where I got the chrome and the black from. I don't think you'll be able to tell until the room's finished. Yeah. It doesn't do justice because it's the black.
No, because there's nothing else.
exactly.
Exactly.
Our French designer gives the South Australian couple the thumbs up for the media room.
I think you've done a great job. I think it's beautiful. I really like what Peter and Tina are doing, to be quite frank. I think that's fantastic. It's got a bit of guts. It's interesting.
But Brett and Jeff's kitchen...
I've got to tell you, though, I think you're going to have to do something with this. This is going to stand out by like a sore thumb.
Right.
You can't do what you're telling me and not do that.
Would work with this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Much smarter. The kitchen is really awful. I think they've really got to stop thinking about how much money's been dipped into their account thing and just fix it. Make it go. We can go on forever, this. Let's just get rid of it. No, seriously, this is ridiculous.
Coming up, Pete's secret nicknames for his hothouse competitors.
Come up with Fabio for Brett because all muscles are no brains.
And the hothouse's only Muslim speaks up.
And they were expecting some guy with a big beard and a turban.
Calvin and Heather are in charge of the alfresco dining area and have a big decision to make about the plywood ceiling.
The problem now is that it's too light a colour to go with the cedar shutters there.
Go together.
It doesn't go at all. So
A bit of a mismatch there.
so what we'd like to do is put a stain on it. Yep. And see if we can bring it.
Stain it closer to the shutters so it all matches in.
If we could do
Is that possible?
Possible.
So, staining the ceiling it is.
Is it a firm pressure?
It will be because you want to spread it out.
Yeah.
That's a really nice colour.
After applying a stain to a small portion of the ceiling, Calvin and Heather are told to stop.
The stain's dried too quick, and that's why you got all this motley sort of effect here.
Yep.
But I'm afraid the only thing we can do to this now is to paint it. It's a pretty big problem. Like the whole idea of having this type of ceiling was that they could give a timber sort of effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been good.
It would have been really nice.
They possibly got to look at painting it out now. So all the trouble of putting this ply sheeting up now has gone to waste. We might as well put gyprock up and be done with it.
Like I said all along, it was just a gamble.
Well, I thought they might have been able to handle it, but unfortunately they haven't. I feel a bit responsible. It's probably a job should have been left for us, but Les probably won't be too happy that I give him the go, but anyway. It looks horrible.
While Calvin and Heather reflect on their stuff up, others have time to muck around. Around some work sites, nicknames are common, but around the hothouse they seem a little sparse.
I actually made up nicknames for everybody the other day. Amy, I call May because she's always stuck in the middle and she tries to please everybody, so... Have a good day.
Oh, see you, mate.
Hey, Jules.
How's it going? Good.
Looking fantastic.
Thanks, mate.
Jules, I come up with family Jules, because she's got a family and she's got more balls than the blokes have, I think.
Hey, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, slow.
Coming on? Simon, I'll come up with Smeagol, because it looks a bit like Smeagol from Gollum from The Lord of the Rings.
Hey, hi guys.
Christian was Creeping Jesus because he comes in, no one knows he's there, and then he sort of just takes off and disappears.
Hi, Nat.
Natalie I call NATO because she's only keen to attack you when she's got the support of the others behind you. And I come up with Shrek for James because he's big bottom chin and he goes very green with jealousy if anyone talks to his missus.
That's it.
As we go through, we got Ben for bend over because he's being ruled by the group of how to think because he doesn't think for himself. His girlfriend actually tells him what to think because he actually likes me, but his missus says don't like him, so he doesn't. Kat, I come up with Scat because she's very scatty and bitchy.
Hey, Calvin, how the Jeff? How you doing?
Good.
I know what you need, how about your wall, mate?
You need paint.
Heather, I come up with Feather because she's always cleaning and turning labels on everything. Calvin, I come up with Melbourne Star because he just thinks that he don't stink, basically.
Pete, God. What next?
I come up with Fabio for Brett because all muscles are no brains, right? Which I believe it. And I come up with, for Jeff, I come up with Barney Rubble because no one cares about Barney Rubble. There you go.
If you want to save Ben and Kat, SMS the number 3 to 188 1110. Or to save Nat and James, SMS the number 11. If you want to save Pete and Tina, SMS the number 14. Alternatively, you can vote via our website. Still to come, what Jean-Pierre, the designer, really thinks about the house colour.
I find the exterior to be awful. It reminds me of Undercoat.
And what's with those tattoos?
Spent our last couple of dollars like 2 days before we came in here.
Since day one in the hothouse, Brett and Jeff have been trying unsuccessfully to get the kitchen to their design. Well, a rule change last week means they now have control of it, and today the fun starts.
No, let me have it.
All right. Good enough.
I know, builder. Good to know that there's a different kitchen going in here finally, and the
and
place
everybody
looks a bit
agrees.
bigger, and
you know, everyone's agreed to do what we want, so it's pretty good.
The boys ran their plans for the kitchen past the group yesterday, and they think everyone's in agreement.
No one's actually said yes to a new budget yet, so I'm a little bit worried that it's coming out before people have given that go-ahead, so, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, like I said, if it doesn't look good at the end, then I'll probably have something to say then, but hopefully they've thought it over and don't spend too much of the budget, because I still need money here for the doors, and that's going to be another issue when that comes up.
Probably be a good idea for the boys to tell us how much it is before they do it.
Yeah.
Oh well, obviously too late.
I mean, we got the bench that we wanted, we got the sink that we wanted, you know, we're getting back the range hood that we wanted, and the cooker that we wanted, considering that everyone else didn't want it. So, you know, I suppose there's some wins here.
And as for the cost that everyone's worried about,
so that's only going to cost us about 10 grand.
he may have an internationally renowned eye for colour design, but Jean-Pierre, the interior designer, has also noticed our contestants' tattoos. By coincidence, all three men nominated for elimination this week sport skin art.
James.
Yes.
I want to ask you about something.
Yes, whatever
Do
you
you
want.
mind if I sort of do this? I want to talk to you about this. Tell me about this tattoo.
Basically, it's Islamic because I'm Muslim, and it's the 5 pillars of Islam. And that's basically, I told my parents I was getting it, they were a bit reluctant, but when I told them what I was getting, they were okay.
I was just interested in the tattoo.
Oh, I understand.
I like a tattoo, you know, it's very sexy.
Oh, thank you.
Ben,
Yes.
there's something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I want to talk to you about your tattoos.
That one I got, it's both my dad and my brother have got the same one. And it's a Buddhist symbol for wisdom.
And tell me about, are they dear? Are they expensive?
Oh yeah, I've probably spent a couple of $1,000, I think.
Spent our last couple of dollars like 2 days before we came in here and got the one on his back.
This is my favourite one, but we'll see for Catherine.
Oh, how gorgeous. Yeah, tell me about the tattoos.
Two big parts of my life when I was growing up was martial arts, and also I liked the American Indian tradition. So I basically just got all this tattoo done on here.
So that's like a spider web or a fan?
No, that's a fan. That's one of the Chinese fans.
Oh yeah,
They
wow.
use them on the geisha, because the geisha girl on the back there.
Oh yes, I can see her. Oh, she's gorgeous. I love what she's wearing.
And this one's just all American Indian stuff.
It would have kept going if we didn't have children.
Does it cost a lot?
It costs a fair bit.
Well, $3,500 worth I've got on me.
Now tell me about yours, dear. So I've noticed yours on the back. They look fantastic. Very sexy.
This is one that I've always loved Pegasus, you know, the fantasy land that I've always wanted to be in. And then I got Pete's name on me because I love him so much and he'll always be with me.
Beautiful.
He's the father of my children, so, you know.
Because I thought about it, but I think,
I'll do one on you, mate.
They're closer to the bone.
Because I had the fake ones put on, you know, you can pull it, you know.
Yeah, no, it's not the real thing, mate.
No, I know. It's sort of, they just last just for a bit of a look, you know, if you're going to a party.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So you do it?
No, I haven't. I can do it, but you actually got to practice on pigs first, so.
Maybe you can do it on me.
Yeah. What you got to do is you got to keep the skin tight when you're doing it. Okay,
Your
like
muscles, get your muscles happening.
That's it.
Oh, that muscle.
That's pretty much bad pack there, mate.
Oh, yeah. I do. I pump iron.
The house colours for the eaves, front panelling and exterior walls have already been decided, but some are having second thoughts.
Needs more colour.
It's pretty bland, isn't it?
Needs a lot more colour. And if you look around, there's one house over there with colour which sticks out a mile high, which looks really nice. With
See
the
that
blue
like
and
orange and
the orange and the blue, whereas all the others are whites and I mean that sticks out and that has a bit of life and personality. I mean if you walk down the street you want something which goes boom.
That's exactly what Jean-Pierre, the interior designer, thinks.
I find the exterior to be awful. It reminds me of Undercoat. I still haven't told them that, but I thought it wasn't painted. So we've got to do something about that. Hello, come on in.
So he's decided to make the couples see things his way.
Welcome. The reason you're here, actually, we need to talk about something. I want to discuss this important sort of thing that has to be attacked, I think. The colour of the outside rendering, let's be honest, is really dull.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, you all agree. I was a bit worried that you wouldn't. Okay, so that's why we're waiting here, because we've just got to get on with it. I'd like us to pick a colour today if we could, or maybe a few colours for the areas, and we're going to change it as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Because the inside's only come alive, the outside's looking dead.
Yes. Yes. It looks like a hospital.
Like a funeral parlour. Okay,
Very dull.
so we've got a few things here to give you an idea where we're going. This is more or less where we've got something boring, grey, ghastly.
Under Jean-Pierre's persuasive guidance, the couples all seem to agree on the need for a change of colour.
I work in construction and it looks like a cement block.
Doesn't it?
And I went up to them, well done. The colour? They said, no, we don't like the colour.
Well, let's get on with it now, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. Well done, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Jean-Pierre.
You're welcome. Bye. Well, we are getting there.
But despite appearances, not everyone's happy.
It does. It needs a bit of a brighten up. I was just saying that this morning, and we don't necessarily have to go with the first colour Jean-Pierre picks.
He's not God, for example. You know, he's an artist in his own right mind, but not necessarily the one that should be leading the whole country and what they should do, you know.
Next, who really knows how to treat a lady?
Treats his woman perfect, I think. He's so respectful.
And Pete's popularity rubs off.
And since you've been on TV, everyone's been liking me lots.
The workday draws to a close, and James and Nat, who are up for elimination this week, take some time to be together. It's been about 6 weeks since the couple met the other contestants, and they've earned themselves respect as one of the hardest working couples on site.
Getting in.
James is a Muslim, and Nat says it's something many people don't understand.
At first, I think the biggest critics were probably my parents.
Her parents had no idea what a Muslim was like, because all the press and this and that, and they were expecting some guy with a big beard and a turban.
Muslims have had a lot of bad press. You know, the only press Muslims seem to get are the extremists that are blowing themselves up and all that sort of thing, and it's not right, and it's giving them a bad name.
But in real terms, says James, his outlook is the same as most other contestants.
Just little practices like you don't eat pork and you don't drink alcohol. You got to pray 5 times a day. See, I don't pray. See, that's how I get in trouble. I mean, I used to when I was younger, but I mean, I don't. Oh, my mum's going to kill me. She's going to kill me. I just know it.
There's no difference at all.
I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm a male. At the end of the day, I'm a male. I'm not perfect.
When we first met couple 11, James was certainly the man of the house.
If a decision has to be made at the end of the day, it's James that makes it.
Being in control, I mean, I think comes from being a male.
I know James at times loves to feel manly and do manly things. Like, he's been on power tools ever since we've been here. But I think he sort of does it to, like, be more manly in front of me, I guess, to impress me. And he doesn't need to. I'm already impressed.
But has the hothouse experience changed James's perception of Nat?
I knew she had a beautiful nature, but I mean, her nature's been, I've been overwhelmed by the qualities that she possesses, actually, and it's in the last 6 weeks. Her honesty, her compassion, her generosity, and how genuine she is.
He treats his woman perfect, I think. He's so respectful, provides me with everything that I need, and it's not material things, you know. He's loving. I just love him to bits. He's my best friend and my soulmate, yeah.
Also up for elimination this week, Pete and Tina, who have just received a package from home.
Dear Mum and Dad, how is it up there in Queensland? Hope you're having fun. Well, so far I've been having a really good time doing aquatis and going to state swim. I know how to swim now. It's been fun, and since you've been on TV, everyone's been liking me lots. I miss you heaps, Mum and Dad.
Love yous lots and lots. Kiss, kiss, Elena.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is for Dad. He's done a little
skull.
Yeah, little
bass guitar.
Devil with a bass guitar for Dad.
We've been waiting. Good
just
news.
to see some something from the children's just great. Absolutely love it. So it's just it's tears of joy. So it's good. Grab me up.
If you want to save Ben and Kat, SMS the number 3 to 188 1110. Or to save Nat and James, SMS the number 11. If you want to save Pete and Tina, SMS the number 14. Alternatively, you can vote via our website. Tomorrow night on The Hot House, Nat has elimination on her mind.
It just feels to me as though like they're rubbing it in my face.
So guess who's coming to dinner?
I got up and I said, look, man, don't come around my van and tell me this because you've been trying to get rid of me.
You guys are so strong.
And Les takes a day off.